Hello, Aries, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nitahealing. So today I'm going to do a reading for all Aries for the week of November 10th through the 16th. I've already blessed and cleansed your space, but we are going to thank the gods and goddesses, angels and archangels for all their love, guidance, and their blessings, and to please give us clear, accurate, easy to understand answers. Okay, so I'm just going to do a general reading and we're going to start with my tea leaves. I'm just going to pull 3 cards out of here and see what Spirit has to say for you for the week. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so it looks like we've got an eye, purse, and then kite. So the eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Maybe your eye is opening or you're starting to awaken to some certain truths, or you're having premonitions or psychic dreams, prophetic dreams. That's what I wanted to say, prophetic dreams. I know I have prophetic dreams all the time. Then we got purse. Pay attention to your finances. Keep the purse strings closed a little tighter. Try not to spend too much on frivolous things. I know the holidays are upon us here. They're just around the corner. So, just be smart about your spending. Then we got kite. Maybe you need to take a little vacation, or you're starting to plan a vacation for the future. Now is a good time to do it. Or you may just need to get away for a couple days. Sometimes that's all we need to gather ourselves and ground ourselves a little bit. Okay, so now I'm pulling from what's the tea after my tea leaves. I kind of like to do these. Oh, I thought another one fell out. Okay. Wow, look at that. We got another travel card. Maybe you do need to pack your bags and go somewhere. I know, I want to plan a vacation. Yeah, so you got 2 travel cards, travel and vacation. It's time for a little vacation, right? Maybe you've been working too hard or doing too much. Then we got shine. Your light irritates their demons. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes we shine too brightly and the lower vibrational energies get irritated with us. They get repelled from our light. And then somebody's marrying for money. Somebody around you could be marrying for money, or somebody may want to marry you for money. Or if it's you, don't marry for money just because they have a lot of money or there's money involved. Be careful, right? All right, thank you, Spirit. And we just had a full moon in Taurus just like a week or so ago, and now this is a full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Could be a little bit of an emotional resolution. Cancer is a water sign, so a lot of feelings are involved. But it looks like a personal issue of yours, or maybe some sort of problem you had, will be resolved. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I like my Fortune Oracle. They're really nice. Oh, you got a key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Yeah, you have to be able to let go of the past in order for you to receive this key, or in order for like new doors or new things to open up for you, right? You won't get that key until you let go of certain things. That could be people, places, jobs, family members sometimes, issues, problems. Sometimes you just got to let it go, right? Well, you got 2 cards. You got leadership. So I feel like this is telling me that it's time for you to take leadership of your own life, right? I like the little polar bear because if you're in the north, winter is coming upon us fast. And then we've got community. With a rainbow and butterflies. This is all about transformation. Maybe you need to get out in the community more, or maybe you'll make some new friends that are vibrating more on your vibrational level or energy. Or you're just going through some sort of transformation. You could be moving into a new community. All right, Spirit. What do we have here? Yeah, and I kind of wanted to talk about these. I'll talk about those in a minute once I lay all these out. Those are my chakra cards here. You did get love, the green chakra, and then you got limitless. I really like the limitless one because it tells me that your chakras are beginning to align. You are believing in infinite potential, or you have freedom from self-imposed boundaries. But all in all, you're very resilient and you're growing, right? And you're able to trust yourself and your authentic power, right? You are limitless. And then you got love over here. Love is all about opening your heart chakra to love, right? To being peaceful and compassionate, tolerant of things and others. Just being completely open, right? To love. I love love. Or this could be about a relationship, right? When you got the sacral chakra over here as well. Ooh. Okay, we'll go into that one. I'm just going to pull the clarifiers. Now, a lot of these go flying out, so I'm just going to pull them all, like now. Okay, well, we got two here because they both landed on there. All right, I hope you guys didn't hear my robo back. He's kind of cleaning right now. We'll go over the underlying energies here at the end. I like that you got Wheel of Fortune. You got Rebuilt here too. This is the Tower card and the regular tarot. And it looks like a lightning is striking here on the side, but I like that this one says rebuilt. Rebuilt. Rebuild. So you definitely are going through some kind of transformation. Things are changing, right? Things are not staying as they were, or you're starting to pick up the pieces, right? Because maybe there was a sudden change or something that recently happened. And now you're kind of just trying to figure things out, right? You're starting to rebuild your life up again and how it was. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune, which I like that you got rebuild, and you got the Wheel of Fortune. So you got two major arcanas for underlying energies. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about luck and destiny. Maybe you need to play the lotto. I don't know if somebody won the Mega Million yet, but last I saw it was at $800 million. Whew, imagine winning that. This is all about karma as well. But the wheel is spinning, so whatever's going on around you, just make sure you stay stable because the inside doesn't move, right? The inside just stays put while the outside is spinning. Stay grounded. No matter what is happening in your outer world, make sure to ground yourself. But the wheel is turning and it's turning in your favor. So however things were before, they're definitely not going to stay the way they were before, right? Okay, so we've got 21 as your situation position. You got the World card. And it says embrace. And they got their arms open. And the light within them is shining bright. It's time for you to wake up and move on, right? And there's also like a heart in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry about all the glare. But there's a big heart with like a tree. It looks like a tree's growing out of it. Sorry. I really like that. That's really pretty. Right? That's an amazing looking card. Open yourself up and embrace everything that is coming to you, everything that is owed to you. Because it looks like you were recently hurt in the past, or you are currently going through some kind of pain here, some kind of heartache or a betrayal. Or maybe you've had some kind of difficult conversations. But now is a time of healing to surrender, and open your heart chakra up. It's a card of transformation. Take good care of yourself with the Hermit card over here. Maybe you just need to take a break and take some time for yourself and have a little bit of solitude. Sometimes that's all we need, right? To begin again or to ground ourselves. Take a nice hot bath. I love baths, especially with like Epsom salts and soap and everything. So it's a time for you to, embrace the changes that are happening, or embrace what's to come, right? And stay open to the the possibilities, because the possibilities are endless. In the challenge position, you got, it's like the Hanged Man, but it says observe. So yeah, you probably do need to take a little break, a little rest, and step back and just observe, just watch, right? Just see what's going on, and then you'll get some information soon. Or people could be observing you. But you do have the Nine of Cups here. Now, observing or just taking a step back may have been very hard for you. It could be very hard because it is in the challenge position. So it's kind of like it's reversed, right? So you may be having a hard time taking a step back or taking a break. Maybe you're having a hard time releasing what you need to release. You've been having a hard time letting go of the pain or the problems or the issues, right? But you've got the Nine of Cups here. Now with the Nine of Cups, this is like wish fulfillment card. So maybe you do need to just take a step back and meditate. Imagine or think of all the things that you want to have, or all the things that you want to create, right? But this is all about having an attitude of gratitude and just being happy, no matter the circumstances, right? Or maybe you're happiest being alone right now, or just keeping to yourself, or you just love spending time alone. Maybe you need that. Some people need that sometimes, right? All right. In the recent past, we got success and we've got the Knight of Cups. Let's go over is the success and growth. So this is like the Eight of Wands. With the Eight of Wands, this is about things going really fast or moving really fast. It is also a card about travel, but it's about like things picking up speed and getting momentum, right? Things are already on their way. They're starting to manifest. You're starting to see some growth, or becoming successful. You're starting to actually be able to see that now. And you could be celebrating it here pretty soon with the Knight of Cups. They look like they popped open a bottle of champagne and they're beginning to celebrate. This card looks very romantic here, so you could be beginning a new relationship or romantic New relationships, somebody could be wanting to celebrate with you. This is about passion and romance, right? Or it could be an emotional journey that you're on. Or you're in the beginning stages of like I said, a new relationship and it's beginning to grow, right? In the present situation, we've got awaiting results. This is like the Seven of Pentacles. So you've been planting seeds, and then you got the Three of Wands. So you've been planting seeds, and now you're waiting for it to grow. But it doesn't grow on its own, you know. You got to kind of like feed into it. You got to water it. You got to make sure that it's growing properly. Because it doesn't just grow, right? Things don't, you can't just, and you can't pull on the weeds or the flowers, weeds. You can't pull on the flowers and make them grow faster, right? You got to have patience. You got to preserve. You could be investing in something as well. And it's like it's already on its way. It's already in motion, right? Or you could be thinking about things that you want to launch or things that you want to begin or how you want your future to be. Maybe you're writing things down or you need to write things down to get them going, right? So it's like once you write things down, then you take action on it. But it puts a lot of power behind it when you actually write things down or when you say things out loud. And it puts even more power into it when you actually take action on it and get moving on that thing, right? Or get moving on how you want your environment or your future to be. It's like the beginning stages of it. In the near future, so maybe by the end of this week, you're going to be opening up your sacral chakra here. This is all about passion and creativity, having a healthy libido, being optimistic and open, but be very careful because we've got the Devil card here as well. Now, the Devil card is about temptations, right? Or addictions. Because there's a lot of things around this cake here that are tempting. So be careful not to, fall into bed with that lover that you know isn't good for you or, taking that piece of cake or dessert when you know that you're trying to lose weight, just break the chains. Stay away from those things that you know are not good for you. This could also be like being overly emotional or fixated on sex, right? Or being manipulated by a manipulator. And that's kind of what the devil is. They manipulate or they tempt you. Don't get sucked into that manipulation, right? Break free. Let go. Let go of the things that are no longer serving your highest purpose. And you know what that is because you feel it inside you, right? You feel it. It's like you have a little voice in the back of your mind that's telling you you probably shouldn't do that, but then you do it anyway. You shouldn't. Listen to that little voice because that is your higher self speaking to you, right? Listen to that. Okay. Now we're going to pull a couple more and then we'll close the reading. Ooh, you got wisdom here. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. We were just talking about that, about the Devil card, right? Be wise. Listen to your higher self, right? Insight into the nature of physical objects. No. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. I can't even read today. So there goes that, eye opening, right? With your physical eye, your third eye, your physical eyes are your third eye, being psychic, right? And following your intuition, listening to your higher wisdom. Oh, you got a lot here. So they must have all fell out for a reason, right? Let's see. Looks like you got 3. I was staring at this house here. So let's read the house. You got a house here. Okay. You could be selling a house or buying a new home. House. It symbolizes the structure of your inner self, emotional shelter, and life's foundation. Dreaming of a house reflects your need for personal space and security. Different rooms, many represent aspects of your psyche, with damaged walls or empty rooms indicating unresolved issues. This dream encourages you to examine your inner world and address areas that need care or healing. Then you got conversation. Maybe you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with someone. A conversation in your dream. These are called my dream oracle deck, by the way, if you couldn't tell. A conversation in your dream represents an inner dialogue or unresolved conflict. It suggests that something within you needs to be expressed or resolved. The dream invites you to listen closely, as it may offer valuable insights. It reflects your need for communication and understanding, either with yourself or others, to find peace. I like that. And I think we were talking about dreams too, so you might need to write your dreams down when you wake up or as soon as you wake up. Also, try not to move around as soon as you wake up. Try to stay in the same position, because as soon as you start moving, you start forgetting about your dream. And then you got farewell. There's somebody or something you need to let go of and say farewell to. Farewells symbolize endings and transformation. Dreaming of a farewell suggests you are experiencing loss or separation, whether in relationships or life stages. It reminds you that farewells are part of life's natural cycles, essential for growth. A farewell marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, inviting you to release with courage and make space for new opportunities. Wow. I think that was in here too. All right. Last card I'm doing is numerology. All right. Let's see what your numbers are. What are the numbers for Aries? You got 1212, persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity relates to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. Wow. And I think we were talking about that here. Wow. Wow, you guys. I like that ending for you. All right, so that is all for your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, please hit that like button. And then if you comment, I would love to respond. And if you're not a subscriber, if you'd like to be a subscriber, and then you can hit that little bell and it'll let you know when my next reading comes out for you. All right, my Aries, love and light.